Game Pass is undeniably popular among gamers due to its extensive collection of titles and budget-friendly price. While some may still have reservations about its lineup, we are here to dispel any doubts. In this video, we will show you the best platformers on Game Pass. We're confident that fans of the genre will discover something they'll love in the subscription catalogue. Are you ready to discover the selection of Game Pass platforming games? Here's our list of recommendations. The original PlayStation's Little Purple Dragon has been enjoying a bit of a revival over the past few years, all thanks to a collection of his 3 remastered ventures. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which includes Spyro the Dragon, Ripto's Rage, and Year of the Dragon, proves once again that classic franchises still hold a flame that reignites the passion of many gamers. This compilation, undoubtedly one of the best platformers on Game Pass, stays faithful to the originals, though fans will notice and hear a few changes. Throughout the game, players will journey across dozens of levels, overcoming obstacles and enemies, jumping, gliding, and breathing fire in HD. Dead Cells isn't for the easily discouraged or those who shy away from a challenge. Just like Dark Souls, it has a way of humbling even the most skilled players, but every defeat feeds into your progress, making you stronger and opening up new paths for your next run. And that glorious feeling when you finally overcome the hurdles? Can't beat that. Despite all its tricky parts, it's still one of the best platformers on PC Game Pass in 2025. If you're looking for a good platformer game, look no further than Have a Nice Death. You take on the role of a Grim Reaper, the CEO of Death Inc., struggling to control his unruly subordinates. Armed with his cloak and scythe, he sets out to restore order to the company. In the game, you'll mainly navigate procedurally generated locations and battle adversaries. As you progress, you'll gain access to new weapons and spells, enabling you to create even more lethal combinations. Although your character is immortal, losing to a boss or falling into a trap means you have to try again. Fortunately, you can unlock items or upgrades to make your journey easier. Hi-Fi Rush is a feast for the eyes and ears with its comic book-like art style and excellent soundtrack. Moreover, it features top-notch gameplay, combining elements of a rhythm game and a 3D platformer in this XGP title. Hi-Fi Rush may have been an unexpected release, but it quickly proved itself as a must-play. During the playthrough, you'll follow a wannabe rock star named Chai, whose heart was accidentally fused with a music player. Now he sets out on a mission to overthrow the evil corporation with the help of other renegades. Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Both entries are marvelous Metroidvania platformers, which are referred to as easy to learn, hard to master. The controls in these XGP platformers aren't elaborate, although developers did everything in their power to make avoiding battles and traps tricky. Plus, the Ori series grasps attention with an atmospheric soundtrack and fairy tale-like appearance. No Game Pass platformer games list would be complete without the Psychonauts series. Despite the first title aging noticeably, it's still enjoyable enough to give it a chance. It's worth checking out before moving on to the latest installment of Tim Schafer and his Double Fine Productions studio. The games revolve around a beginner psychic Raz who can use supernatural powers. One of his abilities happens to be visiting other people's minds. Are you ready to help our protagonist save the good name of his spy organization? Those who are up for a challenge must give Hollow Knight a chance. It's a beautifully hand-drawn 2D platformer set in a vast, interconnected underground kingdom of insects. As a small, brave knight, you embark on a quest to uncover its secrets. The gameplay involves exploring the world and battling a variety of creatures and formidable bosses. As you progress through a map, you'll also upgrade your character's abilities and equipment to avoid falling victim to fierce enemies. Considering all of its features, it's no wonder that many players view it as one of the best Metroidvanias on the market. This time, we're spotlighting two games that combine platforming and Metroidvania elements with mining. In SteamWorld Dig, you step into the shoes of a robotic treasure hunter, delving into the depths of an underground world. What awaits beneath the surface? Plenty of jumping, puzzle solving and combat. You'll leap across platforms and battle cave-dwelling creatures using tools like dynamite and conveniently placed explosive barrels. The deeper you dig, the more valuable resources you'll unearth, perfect for trading in to unlock useful upgrades. It Takes Two is a co-op action-adventure title that will keep you engaged throughout the whole journey. The maps offer various designs and challenges that you must overcome with your forever player too. The gameplay changes slightly, which differentiates the platforming experience. Cody and May, who are trying to save their relationship, receive new gadgets and abilities at their disposal, but one thing remains the same: collaboration. The game's only downside is that you have to play in co-op. On the other hand, with such a masterpiece in your library, you won't be looking for a partner for too long. Everyone's favourite marsupial has been ruling over platformers on Game Pass for some time now. Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy is a treasure trove of fun that's perfect for players who won't be intimidated by high difficulty. While gameplay remains more or less the same, this remaster collection brings a fresh coat of paint in the form of enhanced visuals, modern conveniences like autosaves, and additional levels, with the option to play as Coco in all three remastered titles. For those who grew up with Crash, it's a nostalgic trip down PS1 memory card lane. For newcomers, it's the best way to play these standout platformers. Next on our list of the best platformers is Inside, another title from Playdead, the masterminds behind Limbo. While it's slightly more colourful, it retains the dark and ominous atmosphere. Once again, you play as a young boy exploring eerie, shadowy landscapes. The gameplay revolves around interacting with the surroundings and solving puzzles. With no dialogue or text, paying close attention to events is crucial for understanding the storyline. Speaking of the plot, it's deliberately ambiguous and open to interpretation. We won't give too much away, as it's all better experienced firsthand. In the game, you step into the shoes of a young girl who lives on a verdant planet. However, peace is disrupted by the sudden appearance of an army of machines. The plot doesn't revolve around armed conflict against the invaders, though. It's your mission to preserve its beauty. The gameplay involves mainly traversing vast, two-dimensional environments. Combat takes a back seat, and for the most part you need to avoid encounters. A pleasant addition is a cat-like companion that can help the protagonist solve puzzles. All in all, Planet of Lana fully deserves its spot on the roster of the best platformers on Xbox Game Pass. We begin our roundup of the best platformers on Game Pass with Limbo. This indie gem from Playdead boasts a unique visual style reminiscent of Shadowplay, and you won't mistake it for any other title. In the game, you join a young boy on his quest to rescue his sister, but be prepared, this adventure is far from peaceful. You'll encounter deadly traps like snares and falling boulders. To add to the challenge, a menacing spider is hot on your heels. With its eerie atmosphere, foreboding soundtrack, and captivating gameplay that involves solving physics-based puzzles, Limbo shines as one of the genre's standout experiences. How about a platformer where you control a cat-like warrior who awakens from a peaceful slumber to battle 9 powerful foes? The combat system in Nine Souls is inspired by the deflection mechanic from Sekiro, so expect smooth yet punishing duels. The game features a Taopunk aesthetic, which, as the name suggests, fuses cyberpunk with Taoism. an uncommon and intriguing combination. The gameplay is both engaging and challenging, but the satisfaction of overcoming obstacles and following a genuinely compelling story makes it all worthwhile. If you're searching for one of the best 2D platformers on Game Pass, this one's definitely worth a try. Unless, of course, you prefer to avoid high difficulty titles.